Well, here we are, Saturday afternoon, and I want to make this spicy jicama salad for lunch. So I thought, oh, what the heck? Oh, come on. I've been fiddling around in the kitchen today. I'm roasting sweet potatoes. I'm steaming some sweet potatoes because I'm going to make some of the tots for Steven. And and Jennifer gave me this slaw that looks so good. I can't resist. I love jicama. So I thought, well, I'm going to make it and share with all of you. And Jennifer may already put it on her YouTube. I don't know. But she and I kind of think the same. So um, here's my jicama that I just picked up at the store. So, and then there's 2 oranges here. I've got a couple of cups of it. He does 4 cups. And I got this out of, Jennifer got it out of the Bravo Express, Chef Bravo from True North. So it's real simple, but it looks delicious. So I got to try it. And I'll probably make it and then add it to my regular salad mix. So you just put everything into a bowl. He says 2 cucumbers, so I'm just using 1. I'm just slicing this now. I was out walking this morning, listening to JP and Chef AJ for the Saturday reboot. So we're on day 18 now. So we're into the 3rd week of the reboot. And it's just been so much fun. So far today, I've done my morning cleanse of lemon water and celery juice and a third of a heavy metal detox. And I usually eat lunch around 2 o'clock. And that's when check-in starts. So I'll do this and then get my salad ready. So I'm supposed to do these oranges and keep the orange sections in, together. Try not to tear them. So I'm going to try to do that. So another pretty day. I'm hoping after check-in to go for a bike ride. So that's why I wanted to come on now. And Jennifer and I will be doing the Zoom on Monday. And we've got some ideas for what we're going to make. I've got a rainbow slaw I want to make and some carrot bites because I've got a potluck on Wednesday. So I'll take it all to the potluck. So, and then I was going to have to go into the Y tomorrow to play around in the kitchen, but we've changed the date to the last weekend and Sunday. So I'm going to wait till Super Bowl weekend. So I figure things will be pretty quiet and I'll have the whole place to myself. Instead of people will be sitting and watching parades and the Super Bowl, commercials. I've never sat through that. Hey, Jessie. Hi. I'm making one of Chef Bravo's dishes. Jennifer gave me the idea, and I love jicama, and it's a spicy jicama salad. Yeah, just a little while ago, I finished with Chef AJ and JP, but I was out shopping while I was listening. I just had my portable ears in and listened to it. First I was out walking and then I was out shopping. Yeah, it's real simple. It's just oranges, cucumber, and jicama. So, but what's not to love? Steven's putting my drawer fronts on. Yay. Oh no, what's going on with the bag? Hopefully not anything. Hopefully you're just using it for your own personal, and somebody's not messing with your accounts. I got these different sweet potatoes at Sprouts. They're purple on the outside and white on the inside, but they're murasaki or something. I don't know. But I got them baking right now. Plus a couple of russets. I like to throw those in. So what are you cooking today? I've got my usual batch salad for lunch, and then I just peeled a champagne mango to put on the salad. And then I'm just going to do some steamed veggies and sweet potato for last meal. And today so far, I've just done the morning cleanse. And yoga and walk 3 miles. Ooh, oh, from Gina. Oh, that's so nice that you and Gina get together. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, I wonder what Gina's doing this morning. Oh, hi, Jacqueline. Oh, I know, I was eating it as a snack, and then I saw that salad, and I thought, oh, I'm going to make that salad. First, I wasn't going to because I just finished having some for a snack, and then I thought, you know, orange and jicama, that just sounded so good to me. And cucumber, and then a little chili powder, and I don't know, it just sounded so good. I think I want to chop these orange sections a little bit. What do you think? I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be chunky. Hey, Tracy Lynn. What's the spicy part? It's either, you can use either chili powder or red chili flakes. Here, I'll show you the picture. Wait a sec. I got a whole bunch of herbs today. I'll show you after. Here's the picture of the salad. Can you see the little red dots? So in this picture, it's the chili powder. So I've got both. I'm tempted to use both. I hate to choose. Oh, good, you see them. So Monday I'm going to do rainbow slaw, and Jennifer might do a winter squash slaw from Chef Bravo, which looks really good. I got the ingredients to do that one too. I've got a potluck on Wednesday, so I want to make a couple of things for the potluck. Yeah, chili powder. And I've got the bistro. I got the little, I'm going to put a few of those on there too. It's going to have some punch. There's a lot of pith on the outside of this, but I don't mind. I like it all. I got lots of oranges. So where are you, Jacqueline? in the country or out of the country. You know where Tracy Lynn is. She's in Perth, Australia. Good. Yeah. So stupid me. I know basil does not like the cold weather. And here I was sticking it in the refrigerator. And the herb gal that I was listening to today, she says, don't put basil in the refrigerator. Duh. So I took it out and put it in some water. And already it's looking happier. It's in there going, "Moo." I mean, I know what it's like to feel cold all the time. So then the parsley lady says you can freeze parsley. So she says put it in the water at first to really hydrate it and then chop it and put it in a container and freeze it. So I'm going to do that because I never can finish parsley. Cilantro I go through, but parsley and dill, I need a little bit more time. So I'm trying to revitalize this one a little bit. And then you can do the same. You can chop that up and freeze that. So I'm going to try that. Ah, Monterey. I love that area for bicycling, Jacqueline. Yeah, fresh dill. And my arugula is ready to harvest. You want to see the arugula? Here, I'll go get it. Look at this beautiful arugula. Isn't that amazing? So I can harvest that. I'm supposed to wait 24 hours, and I've had it in the sunshine. It really is leafing out. It's just gorgeous. So I'm hooked. I love arugula. And like I say, this spring, I think, next month, well, April, I'll have some ready to plant and I'll just stick it right in the ground and see what it does. I think. Here, let me put it back. Now I need to get a bigger tray because now the little ones, it's too small. I want more. So that's my herb garden for this week. And then I steamed some sweet potatoes to make Stephen his tots. He's really, really loving the tots. And I got a honey nut to bake for us to split during the week. I just went to the store because I needed to get ingredients for Monday. We're doing our Zoom. So, I can't go down there and not get a bunch of stuff. So I got a bunch of stuff. Love the herbs. I ran Big Sur back in the day. Yeah, I bicycled it 3 times. Oh, wow. You're going to run again? Oh, thanks, Jacqueline. Yeah, I just love doing stuff with Jennifer. And she's got so much going on right now. She says, I don't think I can do Monday. And then today she says, or yesterday she says, I think I'm going to do Monday. So I said, okay. And I was going to do it anyway because I miss everybody. It's so nice and intimate to have our little Zoom together. So I did like having the break from every day, though, I have to admit, because I couldn't get anything done. By the time of course, my priority is biking and walking and working in the garden. And I did get the van washed. But I did the garden and the van because I wasn't having to go online. So, man, the days go by so fast. And then I got the potluck next week. And then next Sunday, I've got to go and fiddle around in the kitchen to familiarize myself with the kitchen I'm going to be teaching that class in. And then I've got my potluck on the 18th and the class on the 25th. So it's a busy month. I know I've only had 2 days of a break, and I thought, I'm going to make this salad. I might as well film it. I mean, I was going to make it anyway. But there were times when I was on every day that I just, purposely made something. Sometimes, as you know, I just came on and didn't make anything. And I've got a pile of other things to do. Richard says that's what's making you feel better, is just not having the pressure of thinking you have to film something. Yes. Potluck's going to be at a marina little clubhouse thing down in Gig Harbor. It's about probably a 40-minute drive from here, 50-minute drive, but the people are so nice. I got to go. And Holly, who puts it on, she has been down south, south as far as Arizona, and then south as far as South America this winter. And she's home for a few days. So she's going to have a potluck, and I want to go support it. And then my own is in Bremerton, which is about 20-30 minutes from here. And then the class is just 6 miles from here in Silverdale. So all good stuff. And then usually Bainbridge Island has one, so that might pop up. And I'd like to go to that one. The only thing is at night when it gets dark. Now it's starting to stay lighter a little bit longer, which is so nice. If I could at least just get there and it's daylight out, that would be nice. Okay, so how much? A quarter cup. So I'm just doing a half recipe. So that's just 2 tablespoons, isn't it? Well, anyway, they're big oranges and big cucumbers, so I'll do a whole line here. Shoot, I cut up 2 of them. I didn't need to. These limes lately have been nice and juicy. There's quite a few people that usually show up at the Gig Harbor. Gig Harbor and Bainbridge Island are established vegan potlucks. The Gig Harbor one is a pod, and the Bainbridge Island one is Nancy Humphrey, who interviewed with Chef AJ. She actually used to own a restaurant in Seattle. Ooh, I gotta check my sweet potatoes. Let me get a fork. There's potatoes in here. Oh, I think I'm going to need to cook them. Now they're not caramelized at all. So I wonder if they will. I think I'll leave them in. See if they'll caramelize. Looks like one is a little bit. And of course, if I poke them with a fork like I just did, that gives a place for the juice to start to ooze. Well, I don't want to cook them for a whole nother hour, but I'm gonna put them on for another 30 minutes. All right. So we got the lime juice and then the chili powder. Hey, while Steven's gone, I'll show you. Can you see that? Okay. These are going to be so nice. It just makes the nicest stuff. Oh, love it. So, then the only thing left to do is this skylight. That's got to be painted. So it's all patched and mudded, but he needs to paint it. Okay. Let's do it on the floor. Got a little mango chopped for lunch, but now I don't need it because I got this orange. Oh yeah, chili powder. Doesn't use much. So Yeah, that's very conservative. Tracy Lynn, 7 interested already. Wow. Good for you. You got on it. You went into action, girl. I'm very excited for you. That's what I did. The first one I had, there were 7. And I had it over at my girlfriend's house because my place, there's really no place to park. I think I'm gonna put some flakes in there too. I think he was very conservative. I think I'm gonna put more chili powder too. Because I mean you don't even see it. On his you can see it. So you can serve this chilled or at room temperature. When are you going to have it, Tracy Lynn? You know, with mine, it took a while for things to get going, but let's see, I started it not doing potlucks in 2021. And then every other month last year, I did it in 2022. And around a dozen people came each time. But afterwards, I get all this. I always post pictures of the potluck and the good food. And I get all these responses. Like I had over 1,000 views on our local app. But people are just chicken about coming. They just don't know what to think about somebody offering something for nothing. But hey, we're community. It's so funny. So there it is. That's the salad. That's it. So I guess I better sample it. I could put more. See, now I would like to. Oh, I need a piece of jicama in there. It's big chunky. I know. I'm going to take, I know. Take a bite of that. And bite of that. He must have been busy that day. And he didn't want to chop things up. I think I'm going to chop things up a little bit. Good idea, Tracy Lynn. Next weekend. Oh, that's awesome. You're doing it. I love it. Me too, Jesse. It's nice. Refreshing. Juicy. Definitely not too much spice. Well, it would have been easier to chop it up ahead of time. Yeah, exactly. So Jesse says, I love the idea of the chili flakes or powder. The orange is sweet and juicy, and the jicama is crunchy, and the zucchini is good too, raw. It is. No, there's no zucchini. It's cucumber. Did I say zucchini? I do that all the time. I say the wrong word. Sorry about that, Jesse. And everybody, I confuse everybody because I say the wrong thing. Okay, so I am just chopping these up a little bit, tossing them back in. The cucumber is easy to grab out. Well, everything is really. I might put a little bit more cucumber in there. Although, like I say, I'm going to mix it with my salad, so that might be fine. Yeah. Yeah, the cucumber is juicy. It's a little bit sweet. It's very good. Yeah, I'm not sure. He says, jicama is a root vegetable indigenous to Mexico. Once the light brown skin is removed, its white color, sweet flavor, and crunchy texture can be really enjoyed. Increase or decrease the chili powder in this salad depending on how spicy you like your food. So definitely it can handle more. For me. All right. So I will definitely be making more things for the potluck. And Mitzi, she was asking, when do you go live? And I wish I could tell you, I mean, I never know. Except for the Zooms. I think I can commit to the 3:00 Monday Zoom for the most part. Till I start touring. And I'm out of here. I don't know what I'm going to do about all of it. Because I got to ride. I got to tour. I thrive on it. I mean, there are times when I'm burnt out on riding even because, like at the end of the summer, sometimes I'm happy for the time out. But boy, then it just makes me really hungry for it. When the season rolls around again. Like I've ridden every day this week, starting last Sunday. Oh, just felt so good. But before that, I hadn't ridden since October. It was just cold and wet and not that much fun. Oh, and then I just did that interview with Cycling Over 60. Did you see it? Hey, I'll tell Richard, or I'll tell Stephen that Richard really likes it. Oh, thanks, Jacqueline. Great. It's really fun to watch and learn tips and tricks. Yeah. From two kitchens at the same time, we make a great team. Oh, thanks, Jackie. Jennifer is definitely more into the, describing and teaching, and she steals the show. I just like hanging out. And I love, making stuff. Like last night, I thought, oh, what am I going to have for dinner? Where's my starch? And I had boiled some potatoes at lunchtime, just after lunch. And I thought, I'm going to make my potato num num, which is all it is I just chop up an onion and garlic and the potatoes and mushrooms. And I dry saute, caramelize the onion, add the garlic, add the mushrooms, add the potatoes, and then my kale in the garden, it was just limping yesterday. I thought, time to pick the kale, time to dig up the rest of the kale plant and rake and mulch and get ready for spring. So I did that. So I cooked up the kale that was left. I mean, they were just it's the dinosaur kale, so it leaves out as the plant. As you pick it, you pick the bottom leaves, and then the next layer ripens, and then you pick that layer, and just at the end, there's just the top small leaves of kale. And I was, I got to pick that kale at some point, but it was doing so well, I didn't worry about it. And then that freeze we had, that kind of did it in, I guess. It looked fine, but yesterday I looked out at it and it was like, it was starting to wilt. So I went out and grabbed it and cooked it. it's so much fun having that out in the garden. And my oregano's coming up, so I could go out and pick some fresh oregano anytime. I've got lots of dried because I dried it last fall. But there's nothing like fresh. That's why I want to freeze my dill. But the recipe that I'm making Monday takes dill. So that's why I go and I buy it. And Trader Joe's had, just a little weeny plastic container of it. Like, yeah, thanks, but no thanks. But then Sprouts had that whole jar that I showed you of it. Not the jar, but I put it in a jar. But lots of fresh dill, so I grabbed it. Steven's not that fond of it, but I love this stuff. So I finished off the tempeh. I've just about finished off the yogurt. Steven's not that excited about the yogurt. So I'm just going to make it when I have something with yogurt in the recipe. And I mean, we've got so many recipes to explore, like Chef AJ's Ultimate Secrets. I haven't made every recipe in that book. And Chef Bravo, I got his, and I got Dr. Goldhammer's. Dr. Goldhammer's book, at least so far, the recipes I've made in there are very simple and straightforward. There. Well, you haven't seen my cycling interview. Didn't I send it to everybody? I think I said, maybe I didn't send it to Plant Powered Women. Let's see. It's on Instagram. Let me see if I can. Let's see. Where do I have it? Maybe I can do cycling over 60 plant. My A isn't working. Powered peddler. Google search. There it is. Oh no, that's my thing with Michelle. Here it is. All right, so let me pull that up and then share the episode. Copy the link. Copy. And I will send it to Plant Powered Peddler. Let's see. Let me pull up my email. Compose. Are you sure I didn't send it out, Tracy Lynn? Plant. Boy, my A is not working. I must have spilled something on it. Plant Powered Women. Make sure you're there, Tracy Lynn. There you are. Okay, I will check before I send this to make sure. Yeah, I do remember sending it because Gretchen got back to me. Have you checked your email yet, Tracy? Here, I've lost my Zoom. Wait a second. Let me see if you're trying to tell me. Oh, that's because I'm in the wrong. All right, let me go back to here. Total collect me. Beth Kidney. Saving your life. Oh, that is so nice to hear. Didn't think you would survive, and you're doing well. Yay! Oh, that's awesome. I can just send it to you, Tracy. That's what I should do. Wait a second. Yeah, let me get rid of everybody here. There you are. I'll just keep you on there. Okay, just a couple more. All right. My interview with cycling over 60. Jenny. Okay, there you go. Yeah, let me go back to here. Hey, plant powered certification coach, certified nutrition coach. Me too, Jacqueline. Down 87 pounds from my high weight. Blood draws are normal. I do have to go for an abdominal ultrasound next Friday. And I have to go see a rheumatologist, but I don't think it's going to amount to much because I don't have the symptoms that they talk about. They're wondering about Sjogren's. Oh, good, Tracy Lynn. Yeah, it was really fun. And it's about biking, cycling, and whole food, because of course I can't talk without talking about whole food. But he actually brought it up, so I guess he follows me on Instagram, and I've been getting on there every day and talking about, hey, it's day 18 of the reboot. Continue to look up to the sky. Yeah, sharing with everyone. We're all in this together. Yes, one day at a time and one precious moment at a time. We'll never be as we'll never be here again. So each moment passes by. Got to savor each one. Hey, Karen. Hi. Well, here's my salad. I should keep it up here. I just made a spicy jicama salad. And Jesse and I decided the chunks were too big, so I cut it into more bite-sized pieces. And it's just jicama and cucumber and orange and lime juice and chili powder and a few red pepper flakes, just to make it a little bit exciting. And I'm gonna mix it in with my regular salad for lunch just before check-in. Oop, there's my potatoes. Let's check and see how they're doing. Oh yes, now they've caramelized somewhat. Still, oh, that one's good. Yeah, that one's good. How about, oh, my baked potatoes are good. I'm surprised that one. Okay, I guess that one's good. All right. Do those a couple more minutes. Did you see? Isn't that sweet that they put me in the newsletter, Karen? So they put me in the magazine. I knew about that, and then I saw how they put me in this month's newsletter. Janice, the editor, she's so nice. So I wrote her right away, and I said, "That was so sweet that you just put me in the newsletter." And she did a little introduction, and yeah, it was just really fun. I should do a vision board and put me, cooking something at the NHA conference. Wow, 5.1 earthquake. Did anything happen at your house? Did you feel it? Was it in the middle of the night and you felt like your bed was shaking? Oh, because of the drilling? You mean like the fracking? 10 to 2. I'm going to get out my salad. I made a huge amount of salad the other day, and it's got arugula, spinach, kale, red cabbage, green cabbage, scallions, fennel, basil, carrot. It's got everything in it. And now here I've made this a little bit more. So you all need to come over and help me eat this. But I always fall back on, it's all cookable. So if it gets to where it's going south on me, I can just cook it all up and it'll be just as good. Because how much can a person eat, right? Well, I usually do a couple of handfuls, and then I'm going to add some of this. Yum. And put some tomatoes. Some of these nice tomatoes. I got check-in in 5 minutes. And that, and I got sprouts today. Two nice sprouts. You should really pour some boiling water into the jars in between sprouting. And I neglected to do that. And so my jars, both my jars went bad. So I had to throw out those broccoli sprouts seeds. And so I just boiled the water and poured it in the jars, and they're fine again. So it's just a little bacteria gets on there, and it spoils them. So Jacqueline, yes, vision board. I'm all in for that this year. Collecting scraps from anywhere to get started will be my first time. Oh, cool. Yeah, everything on the vision board I did before came true. Just even doing the vision board, I thought, well, what am I waiting for? Like going to True North? And Stephen says, yeah, what are you waiting for? So I called him up and we scheduled a interview with, a consult with Dr. Goldhammer. And he said, yeah, sure, come on, see what we can do. So that's what we did. So I am just going to get me some sprouts here. And I need to add some water to the Berkey. And it's time for check-in. Oh, wow. Thought my baby cat was having a convulsion. Heard him start to get on the bed. Then the bed shook. Then I noticed him in the cat tree and was like, was that an earthquake? That's what happens here, too. It's like, was that an earthquake? It's not usual to have him here either. Although I guess we're on a fault. So definitely not as special as California, though. Okay, 1:56. I better go, you guys. I got to go do check-in. But thanks for coming on, and I will be back. definitely Monday. See you guys on Monday. Those of you who could get me their email address, and I can send you the Zoom link. Okay. Bye-bye.